Hey guys, Logan Graff here. Today we're doing a role play with a customer that's called in who's looking to set an appointment or to get somebody out to their home to inspect the property. So they asked for a phone call back from the dedicated project manager, which is going to be you real soon. But I'm going to make this phone call back to this potential customer and give them the information about our appointment. It's important that when you make this phone call that you stay focused on getting the appointment and confirming that we're going to be out there. You don't want to give too much information over the phone that they could use against you to disqualify you and change their mind and say, never mind, don't come. The best type of appointment or the best opportunity that we have to close somebody is physically at the appointment. Now there's other ways to close. We can close over the phone, we can close via email, we can close via text, we can close any way that is physically possible. However, with a new customer, most of the time we need to be face to face for a couple reasons. We need to identify the damage, we need to see what the damage looks like so we can confirm that we indeed can help them and get an insurance claim possible. So here we go, I'm going to call this lead back. We just got this lead in. We're really excited because they said they have storm damage and there's roofing activity going on in their neighborhood. So it's a great opportunity. There's probably a very slim chance that they're not a qualified prospect enough to be a customer. So here we go. Hey Patrick, this is Logan Graff from Crest Exteriors. I had a message here to give you a call. Did I dial the right number?
Yes, you did. Thank you. I've been expecting your call.
Okay, good. As you know, I'm with Crest, and I was just calling. We need to set up an appointment time to come out and do an inspection on the property. So I just wanted to figure out what days of the week and times are usually best for you. Do you prefer tomorrow, or would you prefer the weekend?
Tomorrow will work, but I do have a quick question for you. Is there any way you could just send me an estimate? Do we have to do the whole meeting thing?
Hey, you know what? That's a good question. I'm glad you asked. We can give out estimates. The first thing I need to do is kind of get my eyes on the project just to see what's taking place there, storm related. So if you like, the meeting doesn't take very long. I would say anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes just to do the inspection, and then I can give you some paperwork and we can be on our way and you can make your decision at a later time when it's more convenient for you. So if you'd like, I can come out tomorrow around 10 a.m. Will that work for you?
Yes, it will, but before you get me on the schedule, I just kind of, I have a few questions my wife and I were discussing. What does the inspection cost me? I've had a few other companies out, but I'm just kind of, I'm going to start fresh with y'all. What does it cost?
We don't charge to do an inspection. Are you serious? Somebody called and wanted to charge you for their inspection?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Yes. I didn't think that was right either, but, I want to clarify.
Sure.
Just to be sure, everything up front.
I'm glad you brought that up, Patrick. Our goal when we go out is to potentially gain your business. So, we don't have any upfront costs. But while I've got your address here as 980 Sagebrush Drive in Prosper, Texas, 75078. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is. Great.
Do you have pets?
I do. I have a dog.
Okay, great. When we come out, of course, I'll ring the doorbell and introduce myself there. But, if the pets are going to be out in the backyard, we can make arrangements to come at a time that's convenient for you so you don't have to be annoyed with the pets. I know my dogs go a little bit crazy. So what's best for you? Tomorrow at 10, or you want to go on the weekend?
My wife's looking at me telling me tomorrow won't work. Could we do the weekend? Would that be okay?
Yes, you bet. Whatever works for you guys. We work sun up to sundown. And just to kind of share a little bit more info, and then I'll let you go. When we come out, what I'd like to do first is get on the roof, see the damage, take some measurements, see what the condition of the roof is, and then we'll do a walk around on the exterior of the home just to find out any other damage that may have been caused from the storm. And then at that point, I can give you some paperwork or some information, and then I'll be on my way, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good. But, before we do this, I don't want to waste your time or mine. Just a few other things I want to, run past you, if you don't mind.
Sure. Go ahead. No problem.
I've had, with the storm that came through, I've had other companies come out, and, I've kind of got some mixed results. Do I have to pay my deductible? Will you guys pay that if I give you my business?
Hey, that's a good question. I'm glad you brought that up. That's a good question. Each case is a little bit different, depending on the magnitude of the damage on the home and what particular work that you have. Our goal is to always make the out-of-pocket cost as close to zero as possible. It's not possible on every single case. What I'd like to do is review the damage. If you've already filed an insurance claim, we can go over that paperwork together. If you haven't filed the claim yet, then we'll be able to make a determination while we're there on if this is a matter that is worthy of an insurance claim being filed. If there's some small repairs that are needed, we can give you an estimate for those. If it turns out to be a full replacement, we can guide you through the insurance claim process if you haven't done that already. But to summarize, our goal is to make it as least amount out of pocket as possible. Every case is different, so I can't tell you one way or the other what your out of pocket cost responsibility would be today until we get the inspection done.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I really appreciate your honesty and
Sure.
about that. One of my other major concerns, I should say, my wife's major concern is nails and all that over the yard. That's just a big thing for us. My sister lives in Allen, and she had her roof done, not by your company, but another one, and both vehicles ended up needing new tires, and that was kind of a real thorn in her side. And
I imagine.
Again, before I waste your time, I just want to make sure that that's actually an issue for you guys. I know it sounds like a small deal, but
no, that's a big deal, and that's an important concern for us. We can talk more about that when we get there in reference to what the process is and what all's involved with the process when a roof replacement takes place. Myself and the rest of our team are on site when construction takes place, so cleanup is a very important part. That's not a problem. That's not a matter that would come up, and we can discuss more about that when we come out on Saturday. Share with me any other questions that you may have that I can answer for you before the appointment.
Really, there's just two other main ones. You've really been quite informative. Do I get to pick and customize? There might be a few other things around the home. I kind of thought while we're have to have the roof replaced, maybe we do a few other things. Are you able to do other things? Is this strictly a roof job?
Hey, I'm glad you asked that. We're a general contractor by trade, and we specialize in just about any type of project that you can imagine. We have an emphasis on roofing and storm restoration, but we handle siding, we handle painting, we handle garage doors, we handle windows, we handle any type of small construction, handyman services, of course, roof replacements, and the customization of your roof is a very important factor as well. In fact, I eat, sleep, and breathe roofs every single day, so I've got a lot of options that I could share with you, and when we come out, I can leave you with some brochures and some shingle samples, as well as some other ideas that some of our other customers have taken advantage of. Our goal is once we complete the project that we can consider your home and your project a trophy of ours and a job well done, and of course that means that you're happy as well. Does that sound okay for you?
Okay. Yeah, it does. So and the inspection, you'll kind of let me know everything that was gone on with the storm, and then if it's not storm related, I can bring it up to you, and we can kind of see if it'll get done and all that.
Yeah, that sounds great. I can write an estimate and give you some ballpark pricing for just about any trade that you're looking to get done that may not be covered from insurance. Like I stated, we can build something as small as a doghouse and something as large as a skyscraper and anything in between there. So we look forward to working with you. While I've got you, and real quick before I let you go, I'll put you down for 10 o'clock. So I'll arrive anywhere between 9:45 and 10 a.m. and we'll need anywhere between 30 to 60 minutes of your time total. I'll knock on the door, let you know that I'm here, have a quick introduction, and then we'll spend our time doing the inspection on the property, and then I'll come down and show you the photographs and all the documentation that we've captured from that inspection. And then I'll give you some options, answer any questions that you may have. If you're ready to go at that point, we can proceed. If you need to run a couple things, talk to your spouse about a couple things, whatever the case may be, no pressure. We like to work at your pace, okay?
Great. You kind of feathered into my next question. This is kind of a matter of slight urgency. It's not pouring into my house, but what kind of time frame am I looking at? Because I'd kind of like to get this done, quickly.
Hey, that's a good question.
We'll get back to normal life.
It's a good question, and I'm glad you asked. You said you were in Prosper, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Sure. The permit office for Prosper, I'm pretty familiar with that office. You know, they take 24 to 48 hours to process permits. A bulk order for materials is usually 36-hour advance notice. So once we are able to meet your goals and outline the project details that you're okay with, and we're able to move forward with your project, usually within 3 to 5 business days, we can start the work. And if we're dealing with 2 to 4 trades, you know, if we're dealing with roof, gutters, some window screens, and some fence stain, just as an example, you know, that the lifetime of that project should be no more than 7 to 10 calendar days from the day we start until the day we finish. You know, we like to monitor the weather, make sure we've got good weather, all those things we can cover at the appointment this Saturday, okay?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good.
All right, well, I really appreciate your time. Do you have a pen handy?
I sure do, sir.
Great. I'm going to give you my personal cell phone number and my email. You can call me or text me at any time. And of course, if you have any questions or any paperwork that you'd like for us to review, you can email that to me also, okay?
Oh, great.
We'll cut that out.
Yes.
Okay. All right. My phone number is 972-555-1212.
Okay.
And my email address is lg@crestroof.com. That's LG as in life is good, at Crest like the toothpaste, roof like roof over your head.com. Like I said, if you have any questions at all, give me a shout. If something changes with your schedule and you guys are unable to make that appointment this Saturday at 10, just give me a call and let me know, and we can reschedule. And of course, if the weather is not acting appropriately, we'll be in touch with you about that as well.
All right. Well, I sure appreciate the timely phone call, and look forward to seeing you on Saturday.
You bet, Patrick. Thanks again, man. We'll look forward to seeing you too. Have a great day.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. So as you see that phone call take place, the goal is always to get the appointment and be able to get in front of them so that we can really make our presentation. We want to build relationships with customers, so that's why we want to get out there and get in front of them. Now, you can close a deal over the phone. You can close a deal over email, but eventually you're going to have to get out there and see the project, see what the details are, and the customer wants to see you also. So when you're on the phone with a customer and they're giving you a lot of questions like that, have your objections ready and have your softening statements ready, like, I understand that, or, hey, that's a good question, I'm glad you asked. Have those responses ready so that you're acknowledging what they're saying, but you don't have to give them every detailed answer over the phone. Less is more in that scenario. You want to give them a quick tidbit that answers their question and then state, we can discuss that further at our appointment. Keep it simple, get the appointment, get the specific time, give them your information, make them write it down. They may have forgotten your name, they may have forgotten your phone number. You want them to write down your information so that they don't call back up here and say, hey, I forgot who my project manager was, but he was supposed to come Saturday. Can you have him come Friday instead? If he was going to come earlier and they don't remember your name, somebody else may get that appointment and you may be out of luck. So capture that information, get the appointment confirmed. Try not to spill all of your candy in the lobby and tell them everything that there is to know. Keep it simple. Go get them.